Hey, Spirit Family, this mother back at you yet again on this beautiful Thursday. I had to come outside because I was tired of being cooped up in that house. I'm doing my Bantu knots right now, so that's why I'm not on camera, but I had to come and share this with y'all right quick. So, I posted a video or a reel last night of what the weather is looking like in Dubai. Y'all see the sun and follow me. Anyway, what the weather was looking like in Dubai the last few days. They got like heavy rain and wind and tornadoes and all kinds of stuff. So I checked the video today. The comments is going crazy. It's like 47,000 views, right? But the video before it, or the video before that I'm speaking on real life, true fact stuff, only got 30 or 40 likes. Meanwhile, so we know that Glorilla got locked up for a DUI. They just locked up NBA YoungBoy. Meanwhile, he been on probation for 4 years. Couple weeks ago, he put his whole mansion up for sale. Like 3 weeks before that, his baby mama came on and put up some post about she was kidnapped and in somebody's trunk. All of that was refuted. 2 months ago, NBA YoungBoy posted up a post of him laid out on the floor with a pill of Xannies, spilled out over the phone, talking about this why I can't answer the phone. And then today, I was on Facebook and I see Jaguar Wright was on there, talking about the Diddy case and all of that. And not to get too much into it as far as who's right, who's wrong, what's really going on, because I kind of like have distanced myself from even getting into the debate when it's coming to this stuff, because for real, them is my people. They my color, right? And so I feel like this is just them. Cat Williams told us at the beginning of the year that everybody was about to be exposed, and it was a lot of things that was about to come out, and it was about to be the fall and the demise of a lot of celebrities, in particular the ones of color. And so I knew he was telling the truth because I posted that reel, a part of that interview, and it got like 30-something, 40-something thousand likes as well. So I keep my ear to the streets, but I try to stay away from pointing fingers. Also, my bishop, T.D. Jakes, stepped down from the church yesterday, the day before. I don't even know what to say. I love him. I look at that man like an uncle. So I don't even care what's going on in the streets or nothing. I just know that, I've prayed for the family, and I love y'all. He don't got to never preach no more. He got enough stuff that he done did. His whole entire ministry and all these books and stuff, it ain't over. He just stepped out of the pulpit, and honestly, I think it was a great idea. So anyway, back to what I was saying as far as the celebrities, and even not the ones of color, but all of them, specifically though, the ones of color. Listen here. This is just a show for the world. Of course, nobody's going to stop messing with social media. Of course, you all aren't going to stop following your celebrities. But let me tell you this, because Holy Spirit told me to tell y'all this. And I can get into detail on specifics as to tell you and show you how each one of them, listen carefully. Y'all could come for me. We could sit down and have a debate. That's fine with me. Every last celebrity right now that is in the public's eye, and I mean heavy. I ain't talking about the old school ones that's sitting off in the cut because they might be too, but they out of the public's eye. All of the celebrities that you see lifted up these days because of whatever they doing, whatever it may be, music, art, movies, ministry, whatever it is, okay? They are not their selves. Remember, In my video yesterday, and if you don't remember and you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video yesterday. It's on my YouTube page, SpiritFamily Network, where I talked about the fact that we really don't have any control over this social media. You think your video's getting out and you think that people is watching you, but trust and believe that every last platform is monitored. And what they want to go out is going out. I don't care who you think you is, especially if you're not a celebrity. If you're not in the public's eye and you just on regular platforms and you think you doing something, all of that shit is controlled. Every celebrity that is in the public's eye, and I mean big name, that's been in the game, in the industry of whatever their industry is for quite some time, or maybe new, but in the public, you know what I'm talking about. On all the shows, they getting interviews, you see their videos, you see their clips, they talking about their albums, they talk about their movies. They're dead. What I said in my video yesterday was that we are not free. This is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. We are not free. We are still enslaved, especially the ones of color, because we was the ones that was in slavery in the first place. But nevertheless, we're still enslaved by many different aspects of the world right now, okay? And its systems and its groups and its organizations. Everybody, they sold to the devil. If you want to call a human fucking being, a group of humans, the devil, and give them that much name and stature, then so be it. But that's how they sold themselves into slavery. If you gonna get into the public's eye, we're gonna control you. Black folk is not gonna let nobody control them. Do you hear me? So of course they went along with it for a minute, but eventually when they tried to pull back or they tried to do their own thing, that's why they call them the devil, because they took snatched their whole soul and spirit up out their body. Pay attention to the celebrities like 50 Cent and Eminem. Like just yesterday, Nelly and Ashanti come out talking about we pregnant. Bitch, excuse my language. We done seen this damn belly with you on stage about to fall out for the last 2 months. Ain't you like 6-7 months? What are you talking about? This is not new news. It's old news. But it's new news when they faking shit. NBA Youngboy's mugshot was not his current mugshot. It was photoshopped. The diss track that supposedly, I think it was Kendrick Lamar made, that came out like right after Drake and them said what they said, was created by a content creator. Listen to me, people. Y'all keep thinking that this world is running like it's been running, and it's not. Every person that you see in the public's eye that is a big name, that is truly moving around in what we would call social media society on whatever platform. Big names. 50 Cent, if you look at it, ain't none of them really making no new albums. And if they making a new one, it sound like an old one, because that's not them. The spirit inside of them is still going off they old shit. See, devils don't know nothing new. They can only stick to the fucking program. And I can get more into demonic spirits and evil spirit and all of that. And people, having out-of-body experiences. This shit is real. Y'all hearing about it, stop playing. I'm tired of keep on old sugarcoating and saying a couple of, the situation a little bit and then pulling away because I'm worried about what other people got to say. No, man. Listen here. These are not the people that you think they are. Look at Beyonce. They changing their whole outlook. Look at Sierra. How she thick than a Snicker. She thicker than a Snicker. Sierra ain't never been that goddamn big. Quit playing with me. Yeah, she had a couple babies back to back, but that was all for the show. Fat Joe ain't Fat Joe no more. Why is all these celebrities wanting to change themselves? Either they done lost a whole lot of weight, or all of a sudden they used to be small as hell and now they big. They changing their whole outlook because that's the only thing that they can do. They can only change the outer appearance. But as far as the inner man, they gonna come with the same music. That's why, of course, they can go do. That's all they can do right now is go do tours with the old songs because they can't come with nothing new because they are not a evolving human being. They don't have the Holy Spirit that continuously feeds life into you. These are dead souls. They talking about they sold they soul. We known this for years. At least they said that part, but people ain't understand to what extent. You thought they sold they soul and they could still be them? Hell no. Watch what they doing. Chris Brown, I love him to death, but I love the old Chris. Because listen carefully. If you pay attention, how they say he always waking up in his dreams. He always talk about how he lost his mind in other places. He dreaming about angels. He wearing angel wings. Those are all signs. Every last celebrity, before they took them to fuck up out their body, told you that that was it. NBA Youngboy said, what was it? Sincerely, Kentrell, this is it. Michael Jackson with the This Is It tour. Come on, man. We ain't about to keep going in these circles because the shit is done. Y'all see the weather in Dubai. This is also the week of Passover. Okay? Spiritually, in the scriptures, if we want to get religion-wise, this is the week what they had the 7 plagues upon the earth. The water turned to blood. They had the locusts. And, well, actually, if you go look at the weather right now, they are waiting on the breed of cicadas. And they're supposed to, it's usually 2 groups of them. They are expecting for both groups to rise up out the water at one time, which is going to turn the sky black. Now, it might not be frogs. It might not be locusts like it was back in the day in the biblical times. But if you watch and see, look around, you'll see this shit replaying itself because it's like we set for Groundhog's Day. We just going in circles. They just keep reprogramming the shit starting from the beginning to the end. But like I said, with the eclipse that we just had. Speaking of which, y'all look up. I'm standing right here. The sun right here over me. It's not a game. It was a spaceship in my picture. When the eclipse took all the way full, that boy lit up and it sat there until it went away. I'm not going to keep on giving y'all signs and symptoms, but I came to warn y'all. I got no choice but to give y'all these freaking messages, and I don't want to do it. I ain't talked since August of last year because he gave me a break because he knew I was about to have to tell y'all this shit that you just ain't going to catch on to. Some people will, some people won't. But your favorite celebrity is dead, yo. These is not these people. That's not your grandma and your grandpa. Jesus help us. That's not your aunt and your uncle that moved to Tennessee and they came to visit last month. Listen to what I'm telling you. Everybody at this point, if you ain't calling yourself a chosen one, if you ain't in some type of religious organization where you praising and worshiping God right now because you know it's the end. If you not one of them people like, yeah, God coming, regardless if you a believer or not, whether you go to the masjid, to the cathedral, to the witness hall, to the church, wherever you going, you got to know that we is in the last days, okay? If you're not one of those people that's saying we're in the last days, you're an agent. Because the devil don't want the world, not the devil, but the other, not even the devil at this point. I think I said that already. The evil motherfuckers that think that they gonna keep controlling this world don't want it to end. But it's nothing that they could do. So we keep getting attacked. People still sending death spells and vehicle magic and people getting shot and all kinds of weird ass shit. Buses just sliding off the road and cops just falling dead for all of this stuff going on because it's that like they last hoorah. But the only ones that they could take out are the other agents. So believe it or not, a lot of the ones that are passing away in these days were really a demonic spirit. They were really housing an entity that's got to go to hell. Because the chosen ones, didn't it say he gonna come? What the Bible say he gonna show up and one gonna go and one gonna stay? That's not how it's gonna go. The ones that go to the fiery pit of hell with Satan, Those are the ones that are going to go. And then all of a sudden, we're going to be changed. Hallelujah. But right now, I know it's tough to take. I know people is, oh, my baby, my niece, my nephew, my auntie, my mama, my dad. Listen, whether you wanted to believe it, maybe they didn't sell you no signs because ain't nobody been talking about this shit. But they was an agent of the enemy. That's why they killing all them people in Israel and Iran and over there in the Middle East. Because a lot of those people are possessed with demons. So yeah, oh, we lost so many casualties and I'm telling you what the hell they've been doing over there. They were breeding demons. And then the demons say, hold on, wait a minute, God, because you know they hear from God now. God runs shit, okay? So they didn't got the word last year. Middle of last year that, you know what, he said this shit over next year. So we got to act up. So that's where Hamas and them came in at. Okay? That's why they trying to rise up and kill the holy ones so that the demons can stay. But it's not going to work that way. So it don't matter how many they think they going to kill. They still got to go to hell. They still got to go. But it's just funny that I'm going to end with this, that, you know, I post videos, you know, with words of encouragement, of things that people need to know that's like, you know, not always spiritual, but whatever. Something to lift people up for you to see that God is here, that he's living, that he is really still controlling this. And they'll skip over them posts to go watch the thought group bop to Big Dude's song. Like, they'll get 50,000 million freaking likes and views. Meanwhile, I'm saying, hey, you see this? Did you hear about this? Watch yourself. And them videos get 2 or 3 likes, probably no views at all. Or they are viewing it from the timeline. Ain't that what they call it? Yeah, from the timeline or whatever you call the shit. Instead of clicking on it. If you watch it just from while you scrolling down, it don't count as a view. Also, a lot of my videos are still not making it through to the full platform. Because how did I make 3 videos, or I posted 3 different reels in the same day? One got 5 views, one got 10 views, and one got 40,000. You understand what I'm telling you? One from last week, I got 2 views on it, but then the next day I got 163 on that one. Like, this shit is so rigged at this point. Everything, y'all. Everything, man. Now they gonna call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care what you call me. I got a word from God. I'm a prophetess. But I ain't supposed to get nowhere and preach. I'm not doing nothing like none of yous. Because that's not what my calling is. I had to report from the streets. You hear me? And I'm coming to tell y'all facts. It's believe me or don't. But NBA Youngboy been dead for about 4 years. You seen them last couple pictures that they actually tried to throw up there that was not fake, where his body looked like he's a whole ass skeleton? I mean, you could literally see the knobs on his knees and the joints. And listen, he gone. Why the hell would he put up a mansion that he's stuck in for 4 years? He ain't got no another one. Why is it all of a sudden on sale? That's not your sister. That's not your brother. They're agents. Because you are the chosen one. If you still listening to this video 19 minutes in, you are the chosen one. And everybody the fuck around you that ain't saying that they a chosen one like you, or believe a little bit of something, or said something about God. And even if they did say something about God at this point, because I know a couple ministers and pastors that's in that dang on pulpit that ain't nothing but the demon. That one of them legions that came up out of Legion. Because they're all agents, and they're planted strategically. And what was I saying about Diddy? Jaguar Wright. She then had some stories for every freaking exposure story that then came out about these celebrities. What the fuck part did she have in it? And that's all I'm gonna say. She talking about, they talking about who they lining. She talking about Jay-Z is the one lining up Puffy. But who lining you up? Because I see you, lady. I don't know what you got going on, baby girl. But you still ain't saying nothing about God either. So I know that you're an agent as well. And we watching you. I don't care if I don't even know if we could believe what you saying. Because who is you? How you pop out every time it's a damn scandal, but you ain't in jail nowhere. You ain't on nan one of them lists and nan one of them indictments, but you know everything. She dead too. It's called necromancy. And people think that the person, some of them are really using dead bodies. We done already seen that last year. Last year, there were a few situations that happened like towards the middle end of the year where they were finding body parts. I know definitely in California, there's a chop shop where they found multiple bodies and multiple parts. One of them was a agent, a scouting agent, talent agent, or what? Listen. But not just that type of necromancy. Because if they can root into your spirit, they can attach to who you're attached to. Hear what I'm saying? It go deep. And no, the Bible ain't talk about it. And no, you ain't gotta be a witch to know this stuff. But Jesus walked on water. We gonna explain that because he was sent from God, but we his children. So why we ain't doing what he was doing? Because he said that we was going to be able to do more than what he could do once he left and went down and went up. Correctly? So what did they call Jesus? Ain't nothing in the Bible talking about they call him no witch. He wrote on the ground and made some putty out of dirt, put it on somebody's eyes, and now they were no longer blind. The lady touched his clothes and blood in her body stopped immediately. They didn't call him a witch. We worshiping him. He our savior. So if God, big God, gave him that ability, that's the same stuff I'm telling you about right now. Except throughout these generations and generations that then passed, now the demonic spirits learned how to do the shit. That's all it is. We pass on what we know, right? Though they watch long enough. They watch us everywhere we go. You got watchers. You got monitoring spirits. Do some research. I'm tired of talking. But your favorite celebrity is dead. Whether it was a singer, musician, writer, podcaster, sports athlete. If they're in the public's eye, they suspect to be a doppelganger. That ain't that person. They bought them. There was a person of another... I'm going to go there. White people never stopped buying black slaves. And then because they only started the shit because they knew that we have these gifts and abilities since they've been watching us over in Africa and the Middle East. They saw what Jesus was doing. That's why they ain't call it witchcraft and then and they kept that shit from us. They saw the gifts and they knew that the people that was brown had those gifts. So they made it look good in the public's eye as if, no, they don't have us on chains. No, we ain't got to sleep in a shed in the back of their mansion. No, we ain't got to go pick their cotton, but we still working to create this population and this wealth and this everything that's going on around the world. Because the boss don't do shit. The workers doing it. You're making money for them. So we're still slaves. Except now some white people involved too. You know, other ethnicities. I'm not racist, by the way. My youngest son is mixed. His daddy was half white. And so was my mother that raised me, father. Okay? So, I'm not racist by far. I'm just trying to make a point because this is a point and these is nothing but facts. Slavery never ended. They just changed how they traded. They like to buy celebrities. How else did they get that fucking money? Because the ones that were gifted were targeted from birth. So they watched you and they molded you. They call it grooming. Human trafficking, people think that shit just in neighborhoods. No, these are politicians and policemen and judges, and these is whole cities of elite people coming together, enslaving whole states of people. Do you hear me? Human trafficking ain't just it's this little small ring. No, it's some cops involved in it. It's some lawyers in it. One of the judges in it. The mayor know about it. Quit playing with me. The governor know about it. The district attorney. All these people know about these people because all of this shit is documented. They know who you are. They know where you are. Human trafficking ain't just no random people that just was living amongst this earth that was like, you know what? We just gonna start trafficking people. No, motherfuckers. And if you keep on trying to make us think that it's not that, actually, you know what? It don't matter. It's over anyway. A lot of shit is shut down, especially in my city. We're known as the Guardians in my city. But what they messed up was they took out every last person, damn near, that had the juice. Except for me. So now they didn't put me in this little bitty cubby. They cut the trees down for the eclipse. But I'm in this little bubble. Can't move, can't get a job, can't do shit. Because they was trying to keep me like this so that they could wipe my ass out and take over my identity. Nevertheless, they wasn't expecting for that supercharge that I actually got last year. Go watch the other videos, man. I've been talking too long. I told the story of what was about to happen last year. So now this year, I'm just pointing out the things as they're happening to bring you to remembrance of the fact that this is it. And we are coming out. This is the week of the Passover. This is the week that, for one, they tried to kill all the firstborn. But it's actually also moving into the next phase. Coming into the promised land. That's where we are right now. You got to come out the Groundhog's Day circle. You got to move on to the next step. I'm not repeating mine. And I hope to everybody that listens to this voice, to this message, that you coming out too. I love y'all. I'm out.